YouTubers from around the world, we're back for another TruMon show. Yannick, your host, with Mr. Jaba. I don't think he needs presentation anymore, but we've been hanging out a few times together. But how are you, Jaba?
I'm very good. It's very hot here, so I enjoy the time.
Good. Today we're going to be talking about black magic, white magic, Jesuits, secret societies, a whole bunch of stuff that Jabba is going to teach us about. Because like I told him before we come online, I've heard black magic. Like we've been talking about black magic. We live in a world of black magic for sure. Everything is pretty much black magic. But also there is white magic, and there's a girl, like I told him, there's a girl that I go see sometime at an incense store, and that's what she keeps talking me about her white magic. So I'm very, very anxious to learn about white magic because I've never really researched on the subject. I know it's there, but that's why I was anxious to do it today to hear Jaba about it. So I'll let you go and talk to us about that white magic, black magic stuff.
Yeah. Like every time, I would like to thank everyone who is listening. We'll also go to the chat, try to follow at least a little bit, at least in the second hour. We try to answer some questions if they are, or try to follow the chat at least. To say also, like every time, please make your own research. Don't believe anything what we are saying on this show. I think I will repeat that on each video, that the people really, not because we found something that we feel better than anyone else. We are not here to judge anyone. We are all in the same bullshit. So that's why we have to keep together and look. And the most comments are very positive, like we said. Some they really don't, they just listen a few seconds and make their judgments. So please listen at least until the end of the video. Maybe look some other videos we did with Yannick and make you a whole idea about what we are talking about. We are not here to sell anything. We are not to torture cats, kids, anything. So please just, we are exposing what we are found through the, and I was searching because I really want to comprehend the whole thing. So of course the whole magic is one of the parts. I will again share as maximum as I can my screen, so that people can at least see a little bit about what we are really talking about. I think we go straight up into the subject to see what we're going to talk about tonight. It is about the black-white magic. It's about the whole secret society. We're going to talk about the bloodlines also. The whole Templars became Freemason, and also the whole implication of Jesuits, of course. The whole lot of royals and so on behind. The way someone have to hide something, we have to already to comprehend that if someone have to hide something, then he have to hide a lie. It's not, there is no truth behind the secrets or something like that. And what we get taught today, who are the real magicians are. I will show you what people think that is the magician, right? The ones who create the illusion with he makes something with the right hand, so he can trick with the left hand, and it's always the same thing, that as long as you don't know how the trick works, you get tricked. But as soon as you know how the trick works, then you will not get tricked, and the illusion will not work anymore. And we have to know that the real magicians today have, in effect, they have all the costume of Harry Potter. But they have way more serious jobs.
Are you sharing your screen now? Because I don't see it. Okay. I was only seeing your logo for a while.
Hold on. Can you see that? Hey, can you see that?
Yes.
This is the judge. You can see the judge?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So these are the real magicians, like judges, like lawyers, like priests, right? These are the real magicians today. Pope, of course, but not only, but also like the doctors, the scientists, the professors, right? They have all the same costume. And why do they have the same costume? Because they are the real magicians today. Also the gurus and the monks. This is what the real magicians are today. For that to recognize also what the whole black and white magic is about. It is about the whole instauring of the fake duality, right? So it is like we think about to have a white magicians, but in fact he is the one who blind you, and that is the whole Luciferian satanic stuff about. It is not about white or black magic. Is exactly the same. My grandfather was a druid. How we say a druid is like a shaman. Is one of the last druids here in Switzerland, and his the biggest secret was how to change a stone into gold. This is well, what most people have as a secret, or the whole if I find the name,
Alchemy.
alchemic. Yeah, this is the
Okay.
alchemic formula of transforming a stone into gold. Is how you look at things you look at change, right? Because it is in our mind the value of gold, but if you are in a forest and you need to hit on something, you don't take gold, you know. It's too weak, you know, so you will take the stone. So suddenly the stone have way more value. So the whole value of the magician is to make you believe that something have more value than something else. And this is the whole magician stuff all about. It is all magic is illusion. And if it is an illusion, then because the truth cannot be there, right? So
You
we
you
have to.
you were talking about alchemists, but there's a guy that wrote a book about alchemy. It's called The Alchemist, I think. The book, Paulo Coelho. Have you read that book?
No, I hear quite a lot about it, and this is all the stuff about the magic. It is that the whole illusion is given to us, that the magician is the ones in the circus, like making his tricks, his illusionary, right? But these are not the real magician. The real magicians are all the ones who have to hide something. So that's why it is very important to comprehend like what magic is really about, and the relation to secret societies, right? This is exactly the same. So if they have if they need secret societies, they have something to hide. So this is the basic of magic, if you want. It's very simple. It is really just to make you believe that something have more value than something else, or that this is the truth. But you know, this is but this is pure satanic. So this is all black magic, if you want. It's no difference between white and black.
So
So
what is the real? So there's no difference between white magic and black magic. They're doing the same ritual.
yeah, because it is to trick, right? And the people think they're participating in white magic, but in fact it is black magic, right? And some others, they are making black magic rituals because they see the light between the white black magic, you know. So it is always the contrast of this duality game, that it is complete fake, you know. None of them, you know, is reality. So it is all to how to create illusion. That is what magic is all about.
So in the black magic and the white magic, it's the same principle as in secret societies. The people at the bottom of those organizations don't really know what's going on. So the
No.
people that are like the girl at the store where I go, that she's all proud to tell me that she's practicing white magic and she's advertising it in the store. She doesn't know
Yeah.
really what she's doing.
No. But this is what is going on. This is what all Freemasonry, all secret societies, all religions or thing is all about. They always talk about the light, but the light is what blinds you, you know. So this is the Luciferian indoctrination, and that's why it is proposed. They need to both, right? They need to make the white magic, the illusion over white magic. They had to create the black magic, like to woo satanic, you know, the guys who, you know. But this also exists, you know. So it is like in politics, you know. It is the same. You have like left and right, and then you have the left extreme right, the right extreme right, and so on. So it is always that same magic game between left and right, and good and evil, and black, white and black, and so on. So this is the whole game, what it is played on.
And what is the kind of ritual that they do in black magic? I know a little bit more, but in white magic, like what do they do when they? Do you know a little bit about that? The kind of stuff they do?
Well, yeah, I will first go into all secret societies and all what is called about whole black magic, and you will see yourself what the white magic is. So we will definitely go there, because for myself it was very difficult to comprehend what the white magic itself it was between the black magic, because I was also like, I prefer to do the white magic, you know, because we don't want the black magic. But this is already the mindset of us being in like good or evil or that stuff, instead to really comprehend what those are, right? This is in the final conception is if it don't harm, then what we can say it could be good. But this is not something good, it's a judgment of someone else. To comprehend also the whole secret society and the purpose, because what today I want to talk about, it is the whole relation between white and black magic and all the secret societies and all the Templars and pharaohs and so on. This is all related. We can't just put it like, oh, these are one, this one's, this one. No, they have the all same purpose, the dream of full control, and is as old as all the pyramids. So just that people see quickly, the pyramid, this is the system, how the thing works. And they only can be here if like 4 people are here, they can enjoy 2, and he can only be there if there are 2, and they also, you know. So if the people are moving away, this will just go down, tuck. If they will not support them, then no. So everything will crumble down. This is the main thing of the whole pyramid stuff. But they have the dream of full control of the new world order. Is not just something that come up like in the last century or like in the last 400 centuries. This is an old way of the pagans, that everyone have to think like them, right? This is what the whole goal is about, that everybody thinks like them, and everybody will look the whole eyes on it. So you have like different pyramids, how the people own a religion, and the whole corporations and think tanks and so on. It doesn't matter in which order it works, because you have pyramids all over the place. In China, in India, you have the caste. You always have the pyramid, like, or this is worldwide. This is what they have. And to really comprehend what New World Order means, own in itself, right? So we have the 3 city-states, the pyramid, again the obelisk they have on the 3 places with the vagina here in the middle. Like every pyramid, every mosque, everything, they are penis. They're representing penis. So before going into Freemasonry, we have to comprehend this. So the secret society as itself, they are hiding the secret how to manipulate, and the big goal of the New World Order. So they will always work together, whatever country they are coming, whatever color they have, you know. So like in finance, you don't have racists, you know, right? They are just work with everyone as soon as it makes profit. So this is how they work behind the scenes. So now they need different secret societies who work for different purpose. So that's why we have the different layers, how we can say, the different layers of the secret society. And because it's hidden, we will not have all facts. We have to accept that, right? We have to accept that these guys, they're making all in secret. That's why we will not know all the facts. But what is clear is the symbols are very clear. They can't lie because they use always the same symbols. The intention, if you hide, then you lie. The rituals, and if you make a ritual or an oath, it is always against life. And the result of secrecy is clear too. We can see it everywhere. So it doesn't matter if we have all the facts about what they're really doing in secret, because it is secret society. So they have their secrets, of course, that we will not be able to know. And then they put sand in the air, so the people will just look on the sand instead to see what is behind. So we have to comprehend this fact too. They are making things in secret. We will not able to know all the facts what they are doing. From then on, we will go straight up into Freemasonry. Or if you have something to say, maybe.
No, I was following. I'm anxious to know about the whole thing. And no, I'm following. I'm very much into it.
All right, then we go straight up into Freemasonry. And Freemasonry shows already in the symbol itself. It showed the square and the compass. So we have already the tools for the square and compass, what is already part of the system. We say ABC, 1, 2, 3, square and compass. This is very important. For every symbol need a compass. ABC need a compass. 1, 2, 3 need a compass. This two tool. And the G, of course, they say many different stuff about the G. What the G really means in Freemasonry. So we have the God, how they can say, and we have also the little G and big G. They make a lot of stuff. Of course, it would not be there if it would not have a purpose, a straight purpose into the symbol itself. But only to see like what the layers are of these different degrees. And one thing we have to comprehend in Freemasonry, once who went to Freemasonry, they don't have really an idea about what they enter. So, for example, someone have a job somewhere, a business, and he want make his business more important. So he have to go into Freemasonry because there he have brothers who will work with him, right? They will because they are in a brotherhood, right? This is the Freemasonry. They will help each other also in daily life. So you cannot become mayor of like how you say major of a city without being Freemason. This you can't become major of a city without being Freemason. This is a fact. You can. People can try what they want. So you have if you are like in the second 2, 3, you have no idea. Yeah, but in the third degree you're already a master mason, right? And this is how the pyramid works. The pyramid works that if you are on one side, you will not be able to see what's happened on the 3 other side of the pyramid. So already, if they are master mason, they will not see who is another master mason of the other side of the pyramid. And so from there on, they don't have really a lot of secrets also. They don't have a lot of secrets revealed until the third. And more secrets they get revealed, more they will get in struggle if they will reveal something out of this the secret. So the secret society itself, it is not secret, but the secrets in the secret society are secret. So if you have already the different temples with the chessboard in the middle, again you have to complete the duality of black and white magic. This is what the white and black magic represents, right? You have all the seeing eye. You have like the different temples. Everything is set up. Everything is set up that they can do it. Also, we have here the Yachim and Boat, always the two towers, like the twin towers. Like you always have this Yachim and Boat represents. So they always have the different funny costumes and different stuff. If they have to enter the lodge, they have to take a leg up with that stuff. We put hanging rope around. You have also again Joachim board with the chessboard in the floor, and of course you have also the David star. This is not the star of the Jew. Most people think this is the symbol of the Jew, but this is the David star. This is only a part of what they call Jew since the 1400. This is when they adopt this symbol, and this also come from Rothschild and Rothschild and so on. So they have the funny temples, but not only. They need to put all their symbols because they are the Masons. Still, they are the Masons. They are the most architects are Masons themselves and work for the Masons. So they can build whole city. They can build the whole cities and make their whole form to make their occult ritual. So yeah, you always have the same stuff with the square and compass, and it's also the David star, and this is pure black magic again. And yeah, you now you know who they are if you speak English. Yeah. This is what they want to us become. And here you also have it again, the whole chakra stuff, and the thing is completely within Freemasonry, and is coming from there. We will go also more close what it really means yeah. Here you have the what they call the of life, the symbol, the star of life, or I don't know what. And in the star of life is also within Washington DC. This is Washington DC, and also in the tree of life, yeah, I think it's tree of life. Yes, also like the chakras again. This is pure. The whole goes all into the same stuff. You have also the Statue of Liberty is dedicated to the Freemasons. Even Capitol Hill is George Washington was a huge Freemason. So you have to have a whole bunch of stuff, judges. You have the whole revolution and stuff. Everything is the cornerstone. University of North Carolina. So they are all implemented in all different kinds of forms. So you have very huge people like the who is that again? Is the Israeli prime minister. You have the different handshakes, of course, and always that is also when they are on TV. When they are on TV, they have always they zoom always on the handshake. I don't know if the people are noticed, but if two politicians are together, they're always like from behind, you see, and they give the hand, and then you have the TV zooms in to the handshake. So the people who know the handshakes, they know exactly if the guys agree or not, even if they are like Obama meets the president of China. The first handshake, zoom in with the TV. So the ones who are like not there, they know exactly the guys will agree on anything the Freemasons want between them. And this is like they are all in there. We have to know they have different. All these different handshakes are Freemason handshakes. If we like it or not, but I was also like doing this kind of symbols for when you take picture and you take pose, you make like yeah, like this one or this one. No, which one? The peace sign is not even here. Yeah, you have a lot of these different signs. Of course, Obama itself is also a huge high up Freemason, but we will see that these guys are anyway just puppets, and just doing like, and the Chinese, they are all together. They have all the costume with the Freemason on, making the rituals. They are not hiding anything, right? We also have was something that many people don't like, but Mandela also, he was a huge Order of Malta member, and never what the people think really they are. But this is how the Satanists and Freemasons are hiding in plain sight. So the people just say, no, this is just humbugs and so on. So you have also President TruMon, Gerald Ford, who is even like a Grand Orient, right? So you have the different lodges all over the place, but they are all working for the same. John Wayne, you have yeah, here you have it. They are all Freemasons, you know. So the whole history is already full of Freemasons, and we become who is really the Freemasons. And here you have it. You have the list of they're not hiding anything, who they really are. You have also the guy who is even saying in an interview, he's even proud about being. Can hear that?
Yeah, which profession are we talking about? Just look at it. Is it a legal profession? Of course it's legal. It's a legal profession. I'm trying to read it. Okay. It's too many diamonds. That's too bright. That's too bright. Go ahead. Oh, Mason, are you a Mason? Of course I am. Okay. That's a secret serial. Well, you might as well put your pinky out when you drink the drink. Of course I am. Wow, pinky out.
So they always have this kind of or make the different shows. Are you still here? I don't know if I lost the connection.
No, I'm there.
I'm still there.
I'm there. I had a question to ask you though about the hand signs. I'll wait after.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay, because the hand signs, okay, pretty much it's been put in place by secret societies because the common men don't use hand signs to. So, but I see a lot of Rasta people doing that hand sign like this, or some go like this, or even the other day we had, I think it's someone on YouTube also was doing like this. Like, what is, especially the Rasta hand sign, what does it signify? What's the signification exactly?
So yeah, we have it here, right? This is like Angela Merkel. She's doing the same. You can see it, hand of Hindu dancer. We will see who is the Hindu dancer, right? So it's all about the same. We have to comprehend that these guys are infiltrating all culture, right? Cult is coming from cult. So we will really see who they really are. But even if you know, like Usain Bolt, to come up there, he have to become a Freemason, right? This is he cannot do this without being there, right? So yeah, and he is not the fastest runner, by the way. So we also have this kind of signs, and maybe people they remember Dieudonné in France, right? Doing the Freemason handshake, right? And people are doing that all together. And this is how the Freemason operate, right? He is like, for the people, they think he is exposing the Freemason, but in fact, he is making the rituals with them. So this is how really the Freemason and the Luciferian guys operate. So we have also the Popey of today. It's still with the hidden hand, like all the other hidden hands. As well as the police, we have NASA, that is full Freemason. They are all full of Freemasonry, right? So after a while, we just have to recognize what they really are and what they represent and for who they are working for. Because it is always, before their real work or what they are doing, it is like the Jesuits, you know, they are Jesuit before everything else, right? So they have to make their different rituals and have to make it in plain sight with all the people. So we have already black and white magic here, like with the space, the whole the space stuff is based on pagan rituals.
I have a question for you.
So we have.
I have a question for you, okay? Because now we're going deep in the stuff. We're starting to like identify a couple of people being Freemason. But do you think in the music industry, like in the reggae music industry in particular, which we are both attached very much, do you think that at high level, like if we name major artists, do you think they are Freemason? Do you think they are aware of the whole thing, or they just act on stage like they pretend that they know the truth, but they don't know? Like,
the whole well, Marley family, yes, they are involved. They are all Freemasons. Damian Marley is full Freemason. He would not be able to sing with all that the different stars. Now, it depends, you know, because some of the reggae stars they come up underground and they get taken over. Like in Germany, you have Seed, you know, so they're not really staying on really the surface, but just doing their music. This is always, if they are staying in the light over years, they are. You are not there without being in the light. They don't want you there. This is simple how it is, you know. So now the question, if Bob Marley was a Freemason, I don't think so, you know, because in that time it was not that involved. They could not involve that much people in their stuff, but he was working for the Freemasons, you know, like this is why even myself, I was working for Freemasons, for Mafia in Russia, in Romania, in Dubai. You know, when you go perform as a musician, then you don't really, you see that the money is not coming from the people who are there because nobody is there. So the money have to come somewhere else, you know? So this is we have to know that everything can be infiltrated, and we will see who is really like the purpose behind and who will really show up themselves, to official or like to public events. There are very, very few only who show themselves on public events. All the others are puppets. So the secret society goes way deeper than what most people really want to know. And the basic of it is, of course.
And I think it goes deeper than what I think it was going deeper, because I think there are some reggae artists that I'm attached today that now that I started to expose the truth, they're flying away like flies. I don't hear about them so much. They don't want to be stuck to me so much because now I expose what's going on, Freemasonry, that the whole world is a lie. So many of them are like Perfect Gizmani, where he is.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of it for a long time.
Yeah, but I would not say because they run away that they are Freemason. I think
but
for an artist, yeah, or all that what they have, it is their image, you know. So if they would come on a show like this and talk about the big lies, the people would go back and say, well, here, did you hear what he was saying, what he was really thinking, and so on. The most artists, if you want to stay artists, you cannot talk out.
Yeah, I think they're all protecting their image very, very much, and not very much of them are going deep inside the rabbit hole like you do.
Yeah.
I had hang out with a few reggae artists that I thought they were for exposing Babylon because they sing about it and this and that, but the only one that I found that wanted to talk about everything that I have to talk about without holding back is you. So there's not too many people, and they have an image to protect. And my wife kept telling me that from the beginning, Yannick, they have an image to protect. They won't speak out. So no, they are slave. So they are a slave of the system. They are really slave. They think they are not. They go perform on stage in front of people, but they are slaves.
Yeah. Yeah, of course they have to feed their family also. You know, we cannot just be there and judge what they really are doing or not doing. it is everyone do what he can. I saw it myself. I maybe also had the chance, but this was also that the chance that I was in Switzerland. I use it because I thought that if I'm staying here, I have like the equipment and so on to record and make music, like more easy than people away from Switzerland, right? So I had all that, but I didn't have really the chance to go out and perform the music like elsewhere. So in the same part, when I went out to make the music, I also came down to see like what the whole stuff is. Once you really have to get implicated in that whole Freemason, because I was approached by Freemasonry, right? So they really want to get me in. Then I could have everything what I need, what I was working for like hard over 20 years. I could just get like that, you know. Then you can play there, you can play there, you can, you know. So as soon as, and I know also like a lot of people who make like in the music, like also in Switzerland, there are a lot of Freemasons. So they didn't like really because I chased one. I always knew that they was together, because it could not be that we just get refused all the time for shows. Even when we were performing in front of 8,000 people, we had zero articles in the newspaper. You know, nobody was talking about, you know, but the show was amazing. Everybody was there, and it was like a huge show, and everybody was saying was great show and so on, but nothing in the newspaper, even when I was performing on huge shows and so on. So it is always like they want to keep you low profile, right?
Okay.
That is
like
what they want.
Understand me well. I don't want to judge them for what they do. Okay, they do what they do. Everybody does what they do. But when the only problem I have is I've been exposing a lot of stuff on Facebook, on YouTube, and I shared video on my Facebook. Now I'm off of Facebook. I let that go. I'm on to another small Facebook that I made. But anyway, all that because I was a bit fed up of exposing facts, exposing basic stuff about life. And no one in the reggae community that I had around me was picking it up. Like, hello, you see my post on Facebook, you come and like my, so why are you not talking about it? Why are you not coming out to, you know, because I don't judge what they do, but once you know the truth, you have a responsibility also, I believe, to speak out, to especially that we've been lied on every level, especially the very place where we live. Like, it should touch you to the freaking core of your being enough to come out and talk about it. This is why sometimes I get frustrated and I lose, not open those people, but I'm like, are they gonna wake up? Because day after day on their Facebook, they do posts and it's like globe trotter, and all kinds of illusion. If you put that on you're a liar. You're a liar. Like you said, be careful of what you say or what you write online or whatever in your house. Do whatever you want to say or write. But when you're online and you have 5,000 friends and 15,000 followers, and you write about globe and globe trotter that you're a globe. Whoa! And you know that someone pointed out to you that it was not a globe. So why are you emphasizing the fact that it's a freaking globe? You're a liar. You're part of the lie.
Yeah, but we have to comprehend. We are trained liar, right? We get trained since we get punished. The first time we get punished, we learn to lie. Our parents learned us to lie. You know, in the school they learned us stuff. We repeat that stuff. We repeat lies. You know. So we are trained liars, and that's why we have to comprehend how huge of how this whole secret society, this whole black and white magic goes into our head, because we always have to compare, we always have to judge, we always have to go into I have to. A lot of parents say, yeah, but there is only a little lie. But no, if you are ready to make a little lie, then you also can make a little bigger lie, and then the bigger lie, and you know. Where does it stop? There is no limit to all that, and that's why we have to comprehend how much the whole Freemasonry infiltrate. And Freemasonry is only the low grade. You know, a lot of people, they talk about the Freemason as very important. No. They are in the first grade. They are already slaves of a whole pyramid. That is what is going on. So they are not like. And it's like in politics, right? If you want to change something, you have to go into a party. then you have to defend the party. And then you see, if you have a good idea that the people listen to your idea, you have to upgrade. So you have to go higher up. You have to get more elections and you have to make more publicity. And as soon as you get up there, then you see that you have to defend all the people who bring you up there, right? This is the exact same. This is always that pyramid. And more people are going on the pyramid, bigger the pyramid gets. And that is what they want. That's why the people are just joking, yeah, the pyramid is a symbol. No. The pyramid is the basic of all symbols beside the cross. So the pyramid will get bigger and will increase as soon as everyone accepts a small pyramid. Like I have my boss. The boss have a boss. The boss, you know? And who is up there? The sun, you know? Yeah, this is what it is. It is the sun up there, you know?
You know, my point is you can be an illusion and not realize you might have an idea of what Babylon is because you sing about it or whatever, but you've never done the research to really know what the world is about, that the world is the whole thing's a lie. So once you don't know that, you're an illusion. You can perform, you do your shows, and like nobody can really blame you of anything. But if you know the truth and you don't share it, this is where I have frustration. I have no problem with people sleeping, asleep, deep asleep, no problem. But if you know the truth and you don't talk about it, or you have the potential to influence people, and you don't think that this is where, because this is what you did. You said at one point, okay, I'm becoming an enchanter here. I have to pull out. So there
is a definitely. I think there is definitely a part in saying that you want to do something, and as soon as you know, we are telling stuff to people a lot. You know, there is always a lot of stuff inside, so they just cannot refuse it. You know, and now from now on that they hear it, they cannot say I didn't know it. Right? And from then on, when you know it and you don't make your research to prove that what you hear is not correct, then you have to, you know, then you just can say this is a lie. You cannot continue to make the same thing without get a knowledge that you are a part of the problem of the whole system by supporting something that you know it is not good, but you still repeat to do it, you know. So that is kind of responsibility, how we can make people responsible to continue to stop just spreading bullshit out, you know, and claim this stuff is right only because they believe it, you know. So this is the way we have to go. So we will continue with the Freemasons and who they really are. Yeah, we have the whole, of course, the whole space program, who is done by itself. All the ones are Freemasons here, the astronauts, administrators, scientists, and so on. You have even like for the 10th anniversary, they made their coin and so on. So they since long time they have full. We will talk about also Albert Pike, who is the one who put all that satanic stuff in a little modern way, how we can say. But he is definitely the guy who put that all in. So you have the different layers, definitely of what is going on. You know, so this what I would say, it is the whole Gnostic Kabbalistic stuff here, that it is very important to know what they are really doing, and so on. We will get into all these different stops and so on to comprehend what is this really what is really all about. And of course their God, like the great architect of the universe, is Baphomet. The great architect of the God of the Freemasons is Baphomet. He is Lucifer. People have to comprehend this. The universe is created by the Freemasons. This is not only the world is a lie, the whole universe is a lie. Space is a lie, right? Space and time itself is a lie. And they are provided to us because we are just trust this guy so much. So it is not about it's not about seeing the light, but because also the guys who say that they reborn again, they're reborn exactly in this kind of stuff, you know. And he is the same. He is always the same. So you have this different kind of stuff. We will watch into it, what it is voodoo and all the rave and all the different stuff. People will not like that, but this is all what is also in the whole Freemasonry. Yeah. So
that was interesting. The page you had before, with I was starting to read the stuff and I saw marijuana on that. That's why I was laughing.
There's a lot of stuff inside we most people will not like, but they can mute the video and read it what is all inside. But we will most of the things we will go through. So it is the secret within the fraternity what they are doing, because they are just making the secrets to get brother, to have their fraternity, right? And as soon as they have their fraternity, they work with each other. If they have to make a deal, they don't go to the lodge and make the deal. That is what people don't comprehend. In the lodge itself, you don't make business, you make contact, right? So you know who the guys are, and so after and before the ritual, they meet each other and drink a whiskey, and they talk how they can meet, and then they go and they meet in normal costume, and when they meet, they know already that they have a whole fraternity behind that. So the whole Freemasons that they are like the Franks. People can watch up that who are the Franks, and also like that what we already talked in the last week, the Français, the French people are not the ones who are now in France. French people are the Franks. They're one of the oldest families who become, and when you say Français, it's the Frank, the Freemason who know. You know, c'est en français means you know. So the Freemason, the knowing Freemason, right? This is the Franks today, and that's who become also like the whole basic of Freemasonry. But the whole Freemasonry are Templars, Knight Templars, right? Because once they have to hide, because they say it was like illegal after the crusade and so on, they want to make them illegal, but they just went hiding. So that is the whole Germanic, Scottish mythology when they came up. But basically they are pharaohs, right? The pharaohs today are the elites, the royals, and all others are wannabe, right? All others are wannabe. The only one who you can say they are maybe on the top, they are these ones, and they are still alive today. We will see who they are, but it doesn't really matter who they are, because they are just on the top of the pyramid. That means the top of the illusion. The top of the pyramid is the biggest great deception of all, right? It's the all-seeing eye, the eye, like the lie. In the middle of the lie, you have the eye, like the all-seeing eye. This is what they really are. So the ones we can know what they are really doing are not these ones. We will see where we're going to see these ones and when they appear. But these are the ones, and these are just the safeguarding dogs who created the whole Freemasonry, only what we see just right before. So we're going, if you want, we're going up in the pyramid, but only in the illusion, right? Because they have no power whatsoever. It's only because the people are giving them power, and they're giving first them power because they made their oath to say that if they are going to reveal a secret within the secret society, yeah, they will get killed and the whole family will get killed, right? So more secrets they know, more they have to hide, more they have to create lies to hide all stuff. So we will come to the Illuminati, because this is what the most people are saying, claiming that these ones are the 13 families of the bloodline. I can just tell you this is complete bullshit. This is again just like a honey trap to tell you that these are the 13 most important families. Nah, people really have to make more research than that to see that these are again just a layer of the onion, of the lie onion, right? And when you take all the layers of the onion away, what is left? Your hand. So when you take all illusions away, there is reality, is the hand that is holding the onion. So this, we have to really take off all the layers of the onion to see like that where reality really is. But all these guys, they have no power whatsoever. So Illuminati is like first comes from the Illuminados in Spain, and then it went to French to the Illuminés, les Illuminés. This was in I think 1600. Before yeah, like 1500, but this is almost at the same time. And then we have only the Illuminati of the Bavarian. So these are always like the doctrines, and it is again the ones who think that they saw the light, you know, they saw the light of Lucifer, you know. So this is what the illumination or the Illuminati really are. They have no power whatsoever, and we saw it in the pyramid. They are not really high up, you're right. They are just making the huge business for the world, right? They have they make the banks, they have all the trades, they have the you know, these are the guys who work for the more important families. So these 30 families are not the most important families. So so yeah, the Illuminati get forbidden 13 years before the French Revolution, right? And what we have on the French Revolution, we have all the human rights. I will show that again, that the people will see. Declaration of Human Rights. We will just see what it really means in that declaration, just to see again for who this declaration is really done. And here I think they get really clever on that moment to really implement like what the most people believe in the spirit of brotherhood. Should act towards another in a spirit of brotherhood. And this was exactly 13 years after when they dissolved the Bavarian Illuminati. Declaration of Human Rights. Why? In French. So you have it here. You have all the symbols again, right? So the Illuminati, they never went away. And if you want to call them Illuminati, it is because they had one perfection of the what they call the Illuminati. In a way, they perfected the plan of New World Order, right? So they put it like in different steps, how they want to implement the whole food, the whole education, the whole political system, the money system, and all this stuff. And this was in 70 when it was.
Yeah, I think it's the Protocols of the Elders of Zion. That's what about that?
I think. But I would say the protocol of Zion. This is. I think it is. It is a very twisted stuff, because it just appeared like in a moment when a lot of hatred against the Jews was there. So it is not really clear who could really write this, right? But people just can look in the Babylonian Talmud, right? Because this is the stuff what you have in the thing of the Zion. So you have it also in the Talmud. So definitely it could be a Jew. Really like an extremist Jew who could write that, but it could also be a hater. So that's why I almost never mention this kind of thing, because it is very blurry in the stuff who really where it comes from, and it's not old. It's not the old writing, so it is really something new. Anyway, the whole question of the Jew, the Jew is a bad word, you know. A Jew is not a they are not people, right? So the real Jew, after the history of what the Jew are claiming, would be the Israelites. Yeah, right. But they are not white, you know. So I'm not against anyone, but if someone claim to be someone who they are not, they have to get exposed, definitely. So, but you know how I'm limited to talk about the whole question. But in fact, the people can watch out. The people can watch out themselves. The Jew in itself, it is a bad word, you know. So they use it already itself. So if you pretend to be someone who you're not, don't do that, and don't call me anti-Semite, because I'm not against the Arabs, right? so this said, but definitely, I mean, they're hiding, right? The Jew is a term for people who really want to do something, but this is not the people who would be Jewish, right? So don't mix up the Jew and the ones who use the Jewish history.
And what about the Jew people in Ethiopia that are guarding the Ark of the Covenant and all that stuff? And what about that?
Yeah,
the
well,
Ark of the Covenant. What do you?
Well, you know, if you really take the story, people have to know that the Israelis or the Zionists, they stole the history of the Israelites, and say we are the ones who with that story. So you have on one side you have this story, and on the other side you have like people who claim that it's their story, right? So you have already a whole mix-up. But if you really look into the story, like the Israelites are not white, so they are more black. They are coming way more from Africa than like the people who really want. The other ones are Ashkenazi Jews. So they are coming from Qatar. They are not coming from Israel. And anyway, the Temple of Solomon, this is a complete bullshit. They never found one piece of the Temple of Solomon. So like the Freemasons also, they are very much on the Temple of Solomon, because they have all that different rituals and so on. But this is Kabbalah. This is very black and white magic. We will see how deep that all goes. I will try to share my screen, and then we will go on. But this is really about to know about the Illuminati. This is just some illuminated ones who had like a better idea how to implement like the whole new world order into work. So they had like the whole symbolism and so on. What is also what we see from Francis Bacon and all that stuff that is coming from there. But like the families who are really high up are like the Orsini or the Donna family, the Venetians, or now became Bertarelli, or the Magni family, the Alsop, like that is the Alsop. This is the oldest English family name. Or you have the Merovingian. Also, you see that also in the Matrix, right? In the Matrix, they talk about the Merovingian dynasty also. You have the Medici. You have the Ptolemy Capetian Spanish royal. Yeah, they are the most only Spanish real royals, and the ones who didn't get that even Prince Williams and the other guys. Prince Williams is the son of Lady Di and the Spanish king. So it is to bring the royal blood again in, because the whole British monarchs are Germans, and even Prince Charles, he even say that he is descendant from Graf Dracula. So this he is saying himself. So we have to know that most these families are the ones who started like the whole commerce. So these are the royals. These are the ones who really have the stuff in the hand, and not the others. Like I just said before, the other are just wannabe, right? These are the pharaohs. These are the elites and the royals. And then you have, of course, you have all the other dynasties, like China, also in Japan. You have the different dynasties. These are the real big families, you know. So don't say that these 30 families the bloodline of the Illuminati. That is just to say the ones who was the most illuminated and bring the idea of the illumination, what they call it, to the people and also into work. Because from France, then it was also made. The whole states was made like everywhere where you have the three colors, because the colors of the Freemasons are red, white, and blue. So that's why you have all the flags you have in red, white, and blue. All the are from the same. This is the basic of the Freemasonry. So you have these three colors. And also the Venetians who create the whole business, where we also have the skull and bones. The skull and bones are the pirates. The skull and bones are the pirates. It's the same flag. And why does the pirates all over the world have the same flag? Is because they are infiltrated by the skull and bones. So the skull and bones is way high, older secret society than only George Bush and his son. Or his father, as he wanted. But it's not just them. These are the old ones. So anyway, a president is a president of a business. So to become president, they have to be Venetians. They have to be in the dynasty, like Sarkozy. Also, he is completely royal. Also, so to become president of a thing is just to make the business work. So it is. They just make their 4 years job, and then they can again have this status within their different secret societies, and they just have different secret societies are there for different purpose. So if your family is like more in the business, like the Bush family, who are like more the pirates, to go like like what they do in Iraq, they go into Iraq and just take the whole oil and claim it for them. And the ones who come there at first are the companies of George Bush and so on, and they do it they do it everywhere. I mean, the George Bush and so on, they are the biggest pirates family since a while. I think that the grandfather of Bush was the first snake oil sailor. I would not be surprised. But anyway, these are the guys who really are just like in the business. Again, we have these families, and then we have people who have to execute their stuff. So then we come to a way more serious order. This is the Order of Malta. And also this is probably the biggest order behind the whole Church, Vatican, Jesuit, and so on. And these are the real temples. They are celebrating. They are celebrating the 800th birthday in the Vatican, like a couple of years ago. So they are very old and very influenced now. And what they have I don't know how much thousand 100,000 people like in the order who are working for them. I have a funny story about the Order of Malta. My uncle, he was ambassador for Italy, and when he got retired, he took a job as ambassador for Order of Malta. And he is making the whole human traffic for Order of Malta, but he thinks that he is humanitarian. So this is how even people who can work for them and be ambassador and have all the paperwork and so on, they have all available and all stuff, they don't see it, because they think what they are doing is doing something good for everyone, right? Like in the humanitarian stuff, we will see, and that is already white magic, because the people think they're doing humanitarian stuff, but in the same time, the people who they are shipping, there is human traffic. They will work somewhere, they will get raped somewhere, or so and if you are working for the humanitarian stuff of Order of Malta, what is Opus Dei, we can see what Opus Dei is really doing, is a huge organization who they have their hands all over the place, right? Look on the map. This is all over where they are. So they are influenced already since very long time. And when we are coming to the Jesuits, who are Opus Dei is like the military order of the Order of Malta, but we have a higher higher order who is way more Opus Dei is the whole humanitarian stuff. What they are doing. That is like even in French. In France, attack when they had in Bataclan when they shoot on people. After I saw on the TV, it was not on the TV. It was even a alternative TV, and they showed the Opus Dei Order of Malta ambulance driving by. What is the, and you know, so the people don't see that, but the people don't see that because it looks like an ordinary ambulance, but it is with the slogan of Order of Malta, right? They bring the snipers in and out. This is how the cross, the Red Cross works. They went in to the front so they could give to the soldiers the cocaine. And when they found the cocaine, they bring it back. You know, so people think that they're all the flights and so on. They go just empty. They fly back when they brought us up. No, they are going back with all the dope. So that is where the real trafficking is happening. That's why government don't want competition, right? That's why they take out all the little ones. And then we have also the Jesuit. The Jesuits are the military order of the Vatican. The Jesuits are the military organization, not the religious order. The chief is the great general of army, not the mere father abode of monastery. And the aim of the organization is power, power in its most despotic exercise, absolute power, universal power, power over control over the world, relation of a single man. The Black Pope, superior general of the Jesuit, that's are the guys, and look what their signs are doing, you know. So don't think that Hitler was not involved in the same thing and give an excuse that Hitler was all the same. Now we of course the whole all religions are the same, right? People don't want to see that, but I will just show a little thing here. Here. Always the same. The 3 doors, pyramids, all over. Always the same. Door that is going nowhere. Then you have exactly in Ecuador and Egypt, you have the same sun symbol. This is all stuff. And look, all of them worship the sun. All of them. All of them. And there you have it, a list of solar deities. You have all of them. Look at that. Mythology, Basque, Arab, Chinese, Egyptian. These are all the sun deities. And all over the world. How come? How come that they didn't already influence? And the Jesuits and the Templars, they were everywhere. If someone thinks that the Tibetan ball, like the you know, the bing, if that is really coming from Tibet, what do you know? You know, the Christians in the Vatican, they use that too, right? All these symbols, even the yin and yang, is coming from the same place. So also, like just a little example for each of them. Buddha was saying, I don't know what happened when I'm dying. I never was dead, right? But if he never was dead, how can be more than a man? It is not possible. Mohammed, when he wrote all that stuff, he was married to a Jew Christian who didn't believe in anything, right? She didn't believe in anything than power. That was the wife of Mohammed when he wrote all that bullshit, right? So you can make up to yourself. This is all again linked together, and everyone knows that Islam is one of the youngest religion. So we also have the Jesus, but Jesus is making exactly the same sign than Lucifer. I don't know if I find this picture, but I think I don't know where. But they always left the right hand, have always a symbol like Jesus over the head. So what is exactly behind this guy? He's pure Lucifer. He's represent the sun. So all of these different guys use the same symbolic all over. So all religions are created out of this, you know. So don't think this is all pure pagan thing. Also, one of the secret societies are the Otto. Ordo Templis Orientis. These guys are very satanic, but they are very influenced people, like magistrates, judges, lawyers, but also businessmen and so on. And they are. This is not the same than Freemasonry. That is way more dark, but in a way to always they want to go into the dark to liberate them and to see the light, you know. So I mean, if you go into a dark room, yeah, you will see the light when you open the door. That is not very difficult to do. Also, like Aleister Crowley, this is also one of the guys who come out all of that bullshit, you know. So it is all the witchcraft, it is all the Kabbalah, it is all all the white and black magic mixed together. So you just can look how much people are influenced by Aleister Crowley. You have everywhere, like the Beatles. You have all the guys in literature. You have many cults coming out of Aleister Crowley. And Aleister Crowley was deep black magic. But you will see how much Aleister Crowley are coming back in white magic.
And
right?
he was a master Mason too, and he rewrote, I think, the Protocol of the Mason or something like that.
Yeah, of course, he was a Mason. That they are Mason, and then they have like a certain task they have to do for the whole Masonry, or for the whole thing. And it's not only that they have to do it for Freemasonry, but they are Freemason before everything. They are Jesuit before everything. So they have to be before they have to make something in their job, or if they have to take a certain decision, because they can't vex another Mason, right? That you don't have the right to harm another Mason, you know, because you are brother, right? You are like oated brothers. You have to hold together. You can't just mess up something, and they will come back on you. You know, so you have different punishment in Masonry, and also that if you mess up with the brothers, also if you can go out, right? You can go out of Mason, no problem, but don't think that you will lose your house, you will lose your job, you will lose your family. You know, they're gonna mess up your life like in totally, right? Because you cannot, the whole guys that you know, and that is with the most policemen are Freemasons. Here, the most policemen are Freemasons. Why? Because they, you know, you go to a party and say, yeah, I'm a policeman. Oh, you know, people move away. So the only friends that you have are police, and that you can come friends with other. You have to go to be Freemason. So you are always like friends. That's why the policeman is always friends with the corporation and stuff, because they know each other from the lodge, right? So like in the society, they have maybe a different level, but as soon as they come into Freemasonry, they are brothers. So they have to play the competition between white and black. This is the whole thing what they are doing. So even between them, they have to play that power game all the time.
That's
so they are locked.
Yeah, that's part of the whole illusion, to keep us locked in duality all the time, and in the space and time. Yeah.
But they are the biggest prisoners of it, right? We have to know that, because they make an oath, they really believe in it, and they also believe in the whole punishment, right? So they, in a way, they take they give up a certain responsibility, but conscious, right? It is not like unconscious, because you will learn a lot of stuff, how the things really work in the system. And so, oh yeah, that works like that. Okay, you know. So the people, we have to comprehend that everything is decided behind locked doors, you know. So people have to forget even the Brexit. If the people think that they just went out for nothing, no. This is all planned. All this stuff is planned, you know, like to play deception. Oh, don't go out, please don't go out. But they know already that they will go out, you know.
Yeah, I heard about that. Britain wants to move out of the European Union or something like that.
Yeah, they voted. People vote. What they say, the people vote to go to exit the Europe. But this was Europe was already planned to crumble, right? This is the Tower of Babylon is already unfinished.
So
right?
they just want to keep themselves secure where the crown is. England?
No.
No, what is it?
This is the game. This is the game of crushing Europe, right? To make the people don't want it anymore. But it's not the people who decide to go in, neither out, you know. So they have to make the illusion. So they will have now. UK will go out of Europe, so they will have a lot of problems, you know. So all the problems are justified suddenly, right? And because UK is not in Europe anymore, in France they will have problems, right? And like tonight, most probably France will win the game, because le Français, they played just like, you know, everything is played out, you know. So they have to give like more. And now the French people are so fucked up. You have to give them the prize to win the Euro, right? So they will shut up, you know. So that is the people that was in the street big time, you know, big time. And then came the flood, and then came the Euro, right? But everyone before the Euro, they was locked down all the gas, you know, they was locked down different stuff. So they was really in deep shit. But suddenly the ball is coming, ball is coming, and playing with the ball, you know. So they forget like all the shit. And that's why they have to let win France also, because they are like in one the worst dictatorship now beside America is France, probably, you know. So you have to give them something that they feed again, and they support, like, and they forget a little bit the sorrows, so they just can keep on again with the stuff. But
and they know also that people forget, because every 4 years you go back to vote for a new guy that promised you change. What, he didn't remember the one before that promised you change? It never changed. So they know that people forget all the time. So they play on that for sure, and they're gonna. It's part of the mind game.
Yeah, people it's also forget. Like what they are saying about Hillary Clinton, because of that police shooting. You know, she was in the media. What bad things, so they want to set up a thing. Yeah, they always have thousand stuff to. And what they are really doing, we don't really care, because we see where they are going, right?
Yeah.
So we are coming to new age, new cage, how I call it, right? People want to go out of the cage, but they just go into a new cage. We'll share my screen. There we go. So we have the whole new cage that is all about the spiritism, spirituality, love and light, all one together, and all this different stuff. We have to, this new age is white magic in its whole. And there is the big deceivers, because a lot of people are going into white magic because they get deceived by their life and so on. So they have to, or what people are calling alternative. The most of what alternative is today is already hijacked by the Satanists, right? So it is just done under the slogan of love and light, but in fact it locks you down and blinds you, and love will it will just harm you, like it is the Romeo and Juliet play game of love will just harm you, and the light will just blind you. So you have thousands of this very important people like Bashar or the Galactic Federation or Kawasilas. I interview also David Icke, or all the ones who are linked to Infowar. People have to know that these are the white magicians, right? They spite over the ones we don't like, so we start to trust them. But these are the biggest liars. Also, like the whole tribe. Oh, many are still believing in Ubuntu, but Ubuntu is just the preparation of the new world order. It is the whole preparation of the new world order what the people are participating. And myself, I was in that. I was listening to these guys. I have no problem to admit that, but I have to recognize that these guys are the white magicians. They want to blind us also. And all when we come to what the people will not like, the yoga, the whole kundalini, the chakra, also the meditation. I did a lot of meditation to get where I am today, but it is not meditation, right? As soon as you take instructions to meditate, then it's not meditation anymore, you know? To lay down and think about yourself is not meditation. So also the incense, like you mentioned before, it is the whole talisman and all that stuff. It is exactly the same. This pure voodoo and stuff. What we will also talk about more is the Rosencrucian, because this is what the whole New Age is created. And I will tell you who created and mixed the whole Rosicrucian and created the whole New Age esoteric astrology, crystal ball, and whatever you want. This is the pure white magic, and it's Luciferian. The white magic is just the whole Luciferian part of it. Then, of course, you have it today under trance music, dope, and dance. And this is exactly like what voodoo is all about. Like the twerk is 100% voodoo. Also, like, of course, what the people, you don't need to tell them, but also like the whole Beatles, Police, the Stones, all these guys, they're all, there was linked to our little friend here, Aleister Crowley, you know. So I don't think that they are making anything that is out of thing, or there was any way critic to the system. They was created by the system. Only like the Police, the band Police was created by three sons of CIA, you know. So that is a whole Freemason concept. How to bring music. They even create music, they even write music. So it is like today, of course, you have the Rihanna, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and the whole other guys who are 100% in that. And if you just want just a little view on Beyonce on her Super Bowl. Beyonce on Super Bowl. Super what? Super Bowl. Super Bowl? I don't know if that's called Super Bowl. Beyonce Super Bowl. 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 Yeah, it's so she yeah.
He would, with all of one's might and every bit of effort that we have.
So you have it already here?
Yeah, but this.
Can you hear the sound?
Yeah, but I'm not sure we should play this live because I'm gonna get copyright for that, and it might end the show. Be careful with music. I get copyrights for that.
Okay, no, I will just show this, and you know, like what she's saying here. Voila. You're the one I need, and then she's going into huge. We don't talk about anymore when she's here on the floor. You know, you watch it yourself. You know, like this kind of stuff is just when she goes into trance. You know? So she have, and the whole Babylonian stuff is here. Look it for yourself. But there is nothing. You cannot say that there's anything good coming out of that, you know. So if I was telling to the people, can you see the reptilian, right? It's because the people was joking about the reptilian, and the thing is that she wear a reptilian costume, right? So she have the reptilian right here, and yeah, I'm sorry, but You know, she is not making music for pleasure anymore. So it's just like to show you how deep the guys are going with symbolism, with music, with even in the end of the show, she is singing hello, but she's not singing hello. She's singing hey low, hail low, right? So they even change their words when they are singing. So it is of course to hold everything what is in light today, in the spotlight today, is hijacked by the Luciferian indoctrination. That is mostly what you can count on it. If any politician have TV view, if artists, if a doctor, if a scientist, or like a NASA guy, or you know, if the guys get TV airtime, so you can be sure they are ones of them. That is today. There is not someone who come on a thing and say something for real. Even the ones artists who put themselves out like, yeah, I'm going to talk about I don't know what, and he just write a poem and make himself good. So we're going to trust again. Yeah, but he is good, you know, because he is good, or he is not good. I know he is good, but they're just playing all the time with that stuff. So if you want to know more about the infiltration of Freemasonry and Rosicrucian into New Age, this is the guy, Francis Bacon. He was Rosicrucian, he was Mason, he had a huge brotherhood with the best writers. He wrote 200 books, like in 60, 80, I think. That was what the 2,000 books for himself now. So he had a lot of people who was writing for him, and he was just the director who was also saying what to write. So he was also a lawyer. That way also, like the whole Shakespeare stuff, make way more sense to know that Shakespeare fiction, you know, and so he translated the King James Bible. That was one of his work. The other one is to create English promoted to the Shakespearean fiction, right? They had to create the Shakespeare with the whole persona and so on to promote the English, and that is also the Francis Bacon. But it is all esoteric stuff and so on. You can see that, you can find that also in other stuff. But Francis Bacon is one of the most influenced guy in all the white and black magic that follows. So you have also the whole esotericism and so on. And interesting stuff is also to look into anthroposophy and Steiner. A lot of people just hear about it but don't really know what it is about. I was there for 14 years. My whole family is fully blinded by this cult or sect, how you want to call it. Also, like the whole Waldorf. To know more about Helena Steiner, about Steiner and anthroposophy, you have to watch who was Helena Blavatsky. She was one of the most evil spiritism in the time. Was like really making a lot of black and white magic again. So if you want to know about the whole link between them, I just showed the title of the video. So it is the essential teaching of Helena Blavatsky and Rudolf Steiner. You can find it on YouTube. It's definitely, if you want to know more about and how this stuff and related, it's definitely something to watch. And then for there on, of course, we have the whole Dalai Lama. We have Osho. We have Mata Mriana, the hugging lady who is like beating. Is like beating down the employees, but is hugging in front of everyone. Is hugging everyone. I'm sorry, I just unplugged my microphone before. So we also Krishnamurti. A lot of people who listen to anthroposophy and so on, they also have to know that Krishnamurti is coming exactly out of the same philosophy than Helena Blavatsky and Steiner. So yeah, just say something about the Dalai Lama. They have to look into what Tibetan Buddhism is really all about. It is pure satanic stuff, you know. The guys are really I mean the Dalai Lama, anyway, the brother of Dalai Lama is on the CIA payroll, and the Dalai Lama was put there in place because they take away what they call the real Dalai Lama. So he is already imposed of Dalai Lama. So people don't believe any kind of bullshit. Osho, he's also one of these guys. I mean, how can you believe anything what the guy is saying? Even when he used a lot of truth, as Dalai Lama also do, like our Manta also do. They are all the same. It's the same as Steiner, you know. They use always a lot of truth, and a lot of people, they love Krishnamurti. I loved Krishnamurti, you know, the way he was talking about life and so on. But the guy was trained by Royal Society, right? Everyone can look it up about Krishnamurti. He was in the prestigious Royal Society of Edinburgh, right? So how can you become in there and not be part of it? You know, people sometimes they dream, you know. So yeah, so also another one that a lot of people, New Agers, love is Aldous Huxley. Another one who manipulate a lot of, or still manipulate today, because a lot of people, they just they fully trust in that stuff, and you know, a Brave New World, you know, why the guy would write a Brave New World, and where the guy is really coming from. But he is a pure Satanist, you know. He is working for the guys, for exactly same guys. We will also see, like, the ones who still believe that George Orwell, he was in the same school. He was in the same school than Tony Blair, in the Eton school, right? So these are the kind of border school that the guys are went, you know. So it is the guys came exactly for the same thing. So the 1984 is just exactly same stuff than Tony Blair, David Cameron is coming from. And we will watch deeper in Fabian Society, because Fabian Society is not far from Royal Society whatsoever. This is all the same shit. Now we're coming into something that many people, they don't realize when they are supporting anything what it is politics. But socialism, communism, and fascism is exactly the same thing, created by Karl Marx. The guy, he invented this stuff, and he promoted it through the whole Bolshevik thing. But these guys are all socialists, you know. So yeah, even if you have Lenin, if you have Stalin, and these guys, they was paid by Wall Street. So don't even think about, if you can watch into what fascism is really about, and you will see the same symbol is all over the place. This is the fascist symbol, and you find it in the whole Roman Empire. You find it in the whole Roman Empire, right? You have it here. You have the fasces here. It's the fascist symbol. This is the Roman Empire. You have it the same here with the UN. You have the eagle, who is, by the way, not the eagle. Mostly when it is two head, it is the phoenix, right? This is what the whole fascism is about: to destroy everything, burn down everything, and to reborn from the ashes of phoenix. This is what they want, right? They want to destroy everything. So this is what the lorry is. Is the cut of the hat of the breast is called in English. Sorry, the breast of Caesar. You have here. You have the fasces. This is the fasces. You have it all over. Even the French Revolution. Now you have it here again. Fasces. This is the death penalty tool. You have it in the Senate. You have it all over the place. You know. So you have the eagle. Sorry, you have the eagle here, and mostly when you see this kind of eagle, this is the phoenix, right? So you also have the the Russia and the Vatican, they mostly have the two-headed eagle, what they call, but this is all the time when they have the eagle, it is not the eagle, it is in fact the phoenix. So we have Fabian society. This is something people will quickly recognize. It is created after Quintus Fabius Maximus, ancient Roman general, famous of his stealth delaying tactic, right? So if you see about Fabian society, people will laugh because we saw this stuff all over, right? What is this? This is the wolf in sheep clothing. Watch this. This is the Fabian society. That is their logo. And they have another one, this one, right? When I strike hard. But here slowly, they have time. They have all the time of the world, right? So this is what the whole Eugenix is also. This is pure Fabian society. You have Mr. who is on the Fabian society. All the ones who are linked to Fabian society. This is what they have as paint, wall paint. And you see here, they are smashing, they're hammering on the world, right? And with the wolf in sheep clothing, you know, the forging the stuff, hammers, solids and stuff. And who is in this Fabian society? Almost all the ones, you know. You have Blair, you know, like all the socialists are in the Fabian society, right? So you have it again. They are all in this, under the same doctrine that have nothing to do with politics. This is a way deeper. There's not even more secret societies because it is just so in open, you know, that they can not say. So we have all the universities. We saw it in the beginning with all the magicians, right? There were magicians in the university. You have the professors. They have the same clothing, right? So if we are going back and see like Oxford, you know, it's the pass-through. The Ford is the pass-through ball, you know, it's the pass-through ball. This is the guys who are coming from Oxford, they're passing through ball, right? The name itself, it's already the ox is the bull, right? So and Ford is pass-through. So Harvard is also to harvest. It's not far from harvest, and so on. And anyway, all the ones are Harry Potter schools because they just get illusions in there. They just learn to what illusion is and how to create more illusions. And of course, the list goes on and on and on. You know, it is not important who they are. It is just important that we know who they are, so we don't have to trust them. This is the whole point of seeing how infiltrated they are in the whole society, in all everything what the people like or what they are what they get interested to. That is all what they do. Of course, there are like many think tanks. The list of is big. One of the biggest is the Club of Rome in Switzerland, or the Trilateral Community, the 300. I don't know, the CAT 40, what they call it in France. But you also have like the lobbies who defend the corporations. You have the NGO. They make all the same stuff, you know, like the commercial pressure. You have the international EU law. So you always have like someone higher up in the pyramid. The whole purpose of secret society, it is like to have like unseen power somewhere. Now, the most people, because I started with white and black magic, they say, yeah, but black magic, some do it and they sacrifice. But now we will get very, very more serious about what is really going on. And you just look up for yourself, sacrifice rituals, right? So if you look in the different, they will call you different stories and so on. But it is not that old, right? So the human sacrifice in its own, it is all over, right? Here you have Baal again, worshipping Baal all the time. You know, so you have people who are doing these rituals and for no joking. They do it seriously. And I will tell you why. Because today we don't see it because it is more sophisticated methods. But a war is a human sacrifice. They even call soul dyers. Soul is the sun. They die for the sun. So they make human sacrifice. It is only UN is a human sacrifice because everyone supporting peace and security. But the peace is to make a contract that can only happen after conflict, and security means taking possession. That is what the IMF do, you know. So this is white magic because they make think on people that they are doing good, right? And by the way, they are doing good. They are fuck up the whole place here, and a lot of people and their very perverted stuff is the whole humanitarian. People, humanitarian is pure white magic. But by doing humanitarian, we make people dependent from others. This is what humanitarian do. That we think we have to help someone else. But they don't need our help. What they need is that we stop to take them all away. This is what we have to do by humanitarian. So giving any money to any humanitarian stuff, because they abducting child, they're making human trafficking, they make organs trafficking, they make all these different kinds of stuff, you know. And of course, because it is white magic, they will not see it, right? So this is the real white magic that is going on. It is the same like the social workers or the child protection. There's nothing about child protection to take a child away from their parents. We have to take care about the parents. Why can't they keep? And no other place for a child is better than with their parents, you know. So the people have to comprehend that the parents are on the social pressure so much that they maybe have struggled to get their child, or they was raped or molested already when they was child themselves. So this child protection is a huge business. This is the white magic. You have the NGOs, the non-governmental organizations, so they can just do whatever they want, because they are not under any governmental law. So they are like under international law. Who defines the international law again? You know. So you can't just do. You can go making claim that you're gonna save children from the street, and then you put them in a thing, and you just put them in the street that they're gonna prostitute, you know, or to get raped by I don't know what. But people just want to ignore that kind of fact, because if the whole pornography, if the whole child abuse and child molesting and so on stuff should stop, it would stop the long time, you know. If they really want to take the pedophiles and so on out of thing, they would have done it really long time. But the problem is that the real pedophiles are like higher up, you know. That is the ones who have to make these black magic rituals to play their white magic and be humanitarian, social worker, child protection, non-governmental, or foundations. Foundations are just here that the privates, they can put their money in, but they are full owned by the privates, and they do whatever they want with them. So it's like Bill Gates. He have his huge foundation, but the thing is just that he will not pay any taxes when he use this money to make another thing, like I'm going to support children in Uganda and will provide them with medication, but he don't say that the medication is coming from his own company, you know. So this is how the foundations works, and that is where you can see the most high up people are in foundations, in humanitarian projects and so on. That is where they just come and say, yeah, thanks and so on. So but never they are in the media, not for a scandal, not for any problem, nothing. They are never in the media. They're never on the light. The real, I won't say the real families who have these all kinds of stuff, they're just there for some humanitarian. But the whole white and black magic is also about the work, you know. It's about the taxes, it's about the signature, the contracts we are doing, you know. then we have the white magic who makes us, attracts us by the contract, because we have a new phone, we have something like that, but the black magic behind contracts you, and you don't even know that you assign new nature, right? So it is all about the obligations or about the duties. It's about like the policeman who is not aware that he is fully responsible about what he is doing. And he thinks that he don't have the responsibility because he just followed the order, right? That is the kind of white black magic that is working also. And of course, in more hardcore stuff, it is the rape, the child abuse, and so on. That is pure black magic, you know. That have nothing to do. That is to giving harm to someone else and steal the whole purity of someone. And the white black magic is also the 1, 2, 3 ABC, all the symbols maybe. To sin the ball again, the devil, and of course all the games, movies, porno, high heels, and again the list goes on. But this is what is white black magic is about. That is how secret societies work, with all yeah, if they have to hide something, they have something. The bloodline who came here since long time, they give their blood through rape, so they have psychopaths again who will just continue the bloodline in themselves. The Templars who defend the whole pharaohs, the elite, or how we want to call it. The Freemasonry who are the dogs, the surveillance dogs of the whole bloodline and secret society. The Jesuits who are created the whole educational part, religion part, scientific science, and all that intellectual property, the money, and so on. That is all from there. So I think maybe we can go to some questions if people have some.
Yeah, I have some for you. I took a lot of notes during the time you were talking, but at the beginning you were referring to the movie The Tribe. And that's something that I watched personally at the beginning. Like, I was really convinced that the tribe was the solution. But as I went on, I started watching The Tribe. Of course, probably I started like you with David Icke and The Tribe and stuff like that, like you said. But after that, I went down deeper, and that's where I found the real truth, because this is all illusion. Humanitarian, yeah, being a humanitarian is a big illusion, because why do we need humanitarian? Why do we need this? Like, we're all humanitarian, we should all be humanitarian, take care of the earth and take care of each other and love each other and help each other, you know, people helping people, PHP, that's what it should be. But now everybody is just for themselves, and that's so true in this world. Everybody is just
people are getting individual. They get individual, but there is divide individual, and we forget that we are all unique. Like, every tree is unique. So exactly. This is where we have to focus on, and to accept that everyone is unique in his way of doing things. But and if it don't harm, we have to also to see and look how people are doing stuff differently. So,
and Francis Bacon also, you were talking about Francis Bacon, but his name Bacon, like me, I go to the supermarket and I see his name everywhere. Like, is it related to that? Is that why why is it called bacon? Why pork is called bacon? Like, why?
Well, yeah, you know, they are always mocking. You know, that is one of the things. Like the Shakespeare, you know, it's like if you are already spirit, if you are already impaled, so the Shakespeare will shake the spear when you're already impaled. You know, so you suffer more. You know, so this is they are always doing stuff like that. It's also like George Orwell. That was not really his name. So what Orwell really means, you know, Orwell becoming Orwellian, you know, people are talking about Orwellian, but that was his right name. It was not Eric, it was Eric Blair, but he's not really related to Tony Blair, but still that is the same, one of the same how we can call it, royal family or the royal bloodline, where they become like lower stuff, you know, like they have the right to become president or prime minister, you know.
Yeah,
and the
but
people are watching, oh, he is very important because he's a prime minister, but you know, they're just head of a corporation, so that is all what they do. So they have to play the whole white magic, you know, and like Obama, like you know, like the whole reverse talking that he was doing, like, you know, like the change slogan that was completely reversed in Satan and so on. They have to do this kind of stuff, you know.
And not only that, when he was talking, he was making a speech, I think it's in Colorado, and at one point he's saying the sun is traveling, and he's really like putting it in our face, but this is white magic because he's like, he's creating the illusion at the same time. Like, people are mesmerized by what he's saying, and they don't even see what he's saying.
Yeah. No, it is that is the whole white magic, you know. That is when people are thinking that someone is important, the whole power is white magic, you know, because you would not give someone, if you would see that he was making black magic, you would not give it to him, right?
Yeah.
But because he have something that you maybe don't have, and that he knows something that you don't, so you give up trust, you know. This is the white magic. So it is always like the white magic is always going by charming, right? It is the charm. It is the whole Luciferian stuff, you know, like the people say, yeah, but he is the angel of light. Yeah, but light can blind you, you know. So you know, so this is all the stuff that people don't, also like the whole new age stuff, you know. People are getting caught up in that, you know, like, and listen to this philosophic, and but they have no clue who he really was. You know, and people, you can find it, you know, they don't really hide it. It's like David Icke. By David Icke, I saw it when he was talking about the whole symbolism, but he never explained the lion, right? But
Yeah,
he have
lion,
books.
the lion sleeps no more.
Yeah, the lion, you know. So, and even when they make a reportage about him at his home, he was there. Yeah, he have his lion behind, and he say, yeah, he is really attached to this lion. And I was like, what? You are attached to a symbol when you're talking about the symbolism. So I went to watch what the lion symbolism really is all about, you know. And he is like, did lion sleep no more, or like what I don't know what kind of book he have, but he always talk about the lion, but he never explained the symbolism of lion, you know. So but they have to play it out already in big time, you know. So he is playing the role of the lion, and he succeed, you know. A lot of people, they just still, they say, yeah, no, but his reptilian stuff is not is bullshit, but still he says a lot of good stuff, you know. But I don't know, from when on will you start to think about, but when he is already lying about something, how can he be right about the rest?
I know, but at the beginning, I was in the illusion of seeking the truth. So David, I cannot deny the fact that he gave me a little something to research more, to go deeper. Like, he brought me, he awaked something in me, definitely.
Yeah,
because
yeah. A lot of them. I listen a lot of them, and I learn a lot of them. But we have to know that they are the biggest liar, because they are the closest to the truth. And that is where they catch us, you know. That is like where I get catched by a lot of stuff by David Icke. I get catch there by Jordan Maxwell. I get catch there by Kavasilas. I get catch there, you know. So it is always like, and people are still today even say that, yeah, but you know, maybe some stuff is not real, but the rest is really good. And myself, I get caught up over years in this kind of storytellers before I recognize that, oh shit, no, this is complete bullshit, you know. And then you get the doubt again, you know. Then you get the doubt again, and then you start to question everything again. So they're creating more doubt than reality. This is what the whole white magicians and new age stuff is all about. It's just like for the people who want to have like a solution, like they want to have a solution, and they're coming with their guru, Dalai Lama, David Icke, or you have all of them gatekeepers. You have tons of them, you know. So it is always like as soon as we wake up, we have to we will maybe get lost a little bit until we see that's like what is real and what, you know, to get on thing. But we have to comprehend that the lie is so big, is so huge, that we have to rely on ourselves. There is no way that you can rely on me, on you, on no one. You know, you have to think about everything yourself. This is what it. And if we have problems with it, we just have to acknowledge like how much they fucked up ourselves, that we are not able to do it, you know.
But it's confusing to research. At one point I was very, very confused in my research because you go deep and you hit stuff that you never thought was possible in this world, and you get confused. And because also of the people around you, I was very confused with some people around me of their honesty with me, and the way that they were treating what I was talking about, and they were very much into illusion. Today I am very, very, you can say, at peace with myself and the way I am, and at peace. But you see, there was a contract before, because I was not at peace. I was at war with myself. So, but now I'm at peace with myself, and I know.
But no, but you know, yeah, but I comprehend. Sometimes, you know, it is not. Once we know what peace really means, it is all the intention we give it to it, you know. But if we ask a politician to make peace for us, then we have a problem with it, you know. That is, if we cannot make peace with each other, then, and we need someone else, then we still in the problem of the curse and of the spell, you know. But as soon as we, you know, exactly. So it is the whole the detachment. But in a way, yeah, that to not get confused, and also to or to not get confused. Everything is there to get confused, but it is not. The reality is confusing. Is the whole lie we believed so long. That is what is confusing, and also to not go into these pedophiles and it changed nothing, you know. It changed nothing for nothing, and we just harm ourselves by just going into get angry about, you know, about others, what they're doing. Of course, to realize it is, you know, it is disappointing. It's very, very disappointing, but we don't have to transform that into hatred, get into competition, or to get into a fight. I will fight the Babylon system. I was there too, you know, but you're just going to harm yourself, because we can't fight against psychopaths, you know. You have to become yourself a psychopath to fight against psychopaths. That is the...
I was so like that at the beginning. I came out and I'm like, I'm going to change the world. This world is crazy. And today, listen, I changed myself. I did what I had to do to change myself, to take the necessary step to also speak out, because I don't want to remain a slave. So that's why I'm on YouTube speaking my mind, because I cannot accept the fact to be remain a slave in this thing, that's for sure. So the important for me is to really speak out and associate with people with higher consciousness also, because a lot of time I feel not lonely. I don't feel lonely, because there is a lot of people that I know like you that I can talk to anytime but around me sometimes I feel lonely, because everybody is so disconnected and they think they're connected. But anyway, slowly they will awake, because the consciousness I embody eventually will affect everybody around me, and that's how you have to see it. Not to rage after people that are not awake if they sleep. You were there once in your life, so why do you judge them? You can only embrace the fact that you're awake, and that you are in constant amazement, which I am. Constant amazement in everything. So.
Say thanks to life, though.
Give thanks for life. Give thanks. Say thanks to life. Give thanks for life, and rise and shine. That's my main thing. So we will be back for another one. That was us.
Thank you
again. But that was a pleasure, Jaba. Always very, I give thanks for just Patrick that came one day and said, Yannick, you should hang out with Jaba. And look where we are. I think we did. I look at my TruMon show. I think it's all Jaba now. It's like 9 we did together, but we really enjoy it. I have to say that I really, really enjoy it. Every time you come, every time you're there, I learn a lot myself, and I'm sure the people that are watching are learning a lot. And we're all gaining higher consciousness all together by teaching each other, because we cannot rely on those people to teach us stuff. So all we have is ourselves. So why not embrace the fact that we all have each other, and we should help each other to see clear, to see through, and to give thanks for life at one point in your life. So you have to give thanks for life at one point, you know. But anyway, for us, it came around 40 years old. I hope for some people it came earlier, but anyway, it's a journey that you take in life, and that's what life is all about. It's a journey.
Yeah, sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, and that's what Rasta is about. It's about caring for people. You know, if you want to use the word Rasta, it's about caring for people, and they don't care no more about people. So everybody's just for themselves. So I don't know if rest. I don't know, even the word. But anyway, we will go back. We will make another episode on Rastafari and all that stuff, and more into reggae and the whole thing to see a bit clearer and that. So Jaba, it was a pleasure again to have you on the TruMon show. Bless up. Where at?